Shout out to our sponsor, Loot Anime.
Get a crate of anime and manga goodies for only $24.95 each month.
Use offer code THEKNOW to get $3 off a new subscription.
I'm ready to unleash a blizzard!
Welcome to Know, I'm Ashley Jenkins.
I'm Ryan Haywood.
Thanks to betas, you've played the hell out of Overwatch for the last couple of months, so let's get real. You already know whether you love it or hate it.
But now it's time to have your fun validated by video game critics.
Isn't that the best? That age-old gamer tradition. Reviews for Activision Blizzard's team-based multiplayer shooter are flooding in, and surprise, surprise, people are bananas over this game.
Bananas to the point where it might be safe to ask if we're maybe already looking at a Game of the Year material?
Strong words, man. Strong words. So far, Overwatch is sporting a 94 on Metacritic. For those of you keeping score at home, that's just a little shy of perfect. No big deal.
I mean, that's the imperfections that is really what makes it even more perfect.
In the academic world, that's an A.
Yeah. And that's just for the PC version of Overwatch. At the time of writing, there aren't quite enough PS4 and Xbox One scores to be indexed on the site just yet. But the few reviews we do have for each of those versions seem to continue the trend.
Jim Sterling went as far as to say that Overwatch is blatantly better with the controller.
Wow.
So there's that.
Blatantly. As for how Overwatch compares with other similar games, its biggest competition, and that's pretty loose use of the word, is from the recently released Battleborn, which has a 71 average across all platforms.
The game that Overwatch most often gets compared to, though, is Valve's Team Fortress 2, and that game has a 92 score on Metacritic, so of course that's definitive proof right there that Overwatch is at least 2 better.
That's some kind of number.
Get some hats.
To be fair, that they just beat a 9-year-old free-to-play game, so.
Well,
but it had hats.
Look, take your accomplishments where you can get them.
True.
The score makes Overwatch the best reviewed game of the year so far, beating out the likes of other heavy hitters like Uncharted 4, Stardew Valley, which, I mean, that's really hard to beat, so say it's something. Dark Souls 3, Fire Emblem Fates, The Division, and Doom.
It's beating The Division? You don't say.
It's even beating Doom, of all the things
well, that one's a little bit more impressive. It is pretty impressive list for being so early in the year, to be honest. 2016 is off to a pretty good start.
To be fair, Overwatch has plenty more competition on the way, but it's hard to imagine very many of those hitting quite the same overwhelming response that Overwatch and Uncharted 4 have both had.
There are a ton of games coming out in the latter part of 2016, but the ones that stand a decent chance of challenging Overwatch's review darling throne would be Gears of War 4, and The Last Guardian, if it actually comes out this year.
Don't care, gonna be 83, so excited.
And Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Those Pokemons. Those predictions are, of course, based on how those games, or games from the same studios, have all reviewed in the past. We could always get a surprise in the form of Battlefield 1, which everyone is going absolutely nuts for based on a trailer. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare in space! Final Fantasy 15, Dishonored 2, or Deus Ex Mankind Divided.
Seeing as how 94 is an absurdly high score for any game, we actually got to wondering how Overwatch's reviews stack up in the pantheon of the greatest shooters of all time.
Some caveats here. Overwatch's score could go up or down at this point. It's early days yet. But the game's current score says we've got an interesting picture.
When looking at a bunch of classic first-person shooters, Overwatch more than holds its own. It beats out the averages of games like BioShock Infinite, Modern Warfare, and Modern Warfare.
Modern Wherefore art thou.
Where Modern Warfare art thou. Better games like Counter-Strike as well, Borderlands, Unreal Tournament, even Battlefield.
Yeah, it also sits just under the highest rated PC shooters of all time, the Half-Life franchise, RIP, the PC version of BioShock, and Portal 2.
Not bad company to lose out to. Interestingly enough, all of those lose out to Halo Combat Evolved, Perfect Dark, and Metroid Prime, which have an astounding 97 on Metacritic.
Okay, I'm just liking it. So the 3 console games hold the title of highest reviewed shooters of all time. That's weird. Everyone's gonna love that one.
All right, well, the Halo had a PC port.
It's Metacritic.
Yeah, despite that, it's looking good when compared to the highest rated PC shooters of all time and the highest rated PC games of all time, period. It's number 8 on that list currently, beneath the previously mentioned Half-Life franchise, BioShock, and Portal 2, plus GTA 5 and Baldur's Gate 2.
Again, those are all Metacritic averages, which can be a little bit weird, especially for classic games, and some platforms have lower scores than others, thus bringing down the overall average. It's not a perfect method of comparison, but it does at least give us a benchmark of the game's critical reception.
Plus, the score might drop anyway, or hey, you never know, it could go back up with Metacritic's wacky, who knows, today or tomorrow kind of scoring.
It's all about that roller coaster.
But anyway, I mean, point is, lots of love for Overwatch.
You're probably already more concerned about playing Overwatch than checking out reviews, but it is hard to imagine another game this year matching the glowing praise it's already received. So get ready for some hyperbole, folks. We're coming for you.
Oh yeah, Forbes calls this game a miracle, writing, Overwatch succeeds brilliantly at everything it sets out to do, and then some. Overwatch isn't just a great game, it's a great world.
Agreed.
Blizzard's first new IP in nearly 2 decades feels fresh, fun, and like you simply can't get enough. If Overwatch has a major flaw, it's that you want more of it.
Wow. New IP, and wow, I didn't realize it had been that long. The circle jerk continues over at Game Informer, who said Overwatch is an amazing experience. They went on to add, Blizzard has taken its masterful art of polishing and perfection to the team shooter, and things will never be the same.
Basically, it's the second coming of Jesus as rendered by a video game. Anyway, the main thing that everybody loves about Overwatch right now is really the characters. I mean, and the gameplay, and the world that they inhabit.
So like the characters, they like the gameplay, they like the world.
They like the gameplay and the characters. Okay, so they really, it's a whole picture.
Everything. Of the characters, GameSpot states, each of these characters could be the center of their own game. They go on to say, what's impressive is that it fits these characters and interactions into an organic being with ever-changing scenarios that keep Overwatch fresh through each match.
The Escapist praises the game's maps in particular in their review, writing, every map has its own unique theme and takes place somewhere within the Overwatch universe.
I would hope so.
Yes, no, it doesn't just happen in Toledo. They are all, wait, is there a Toledo map? There might be.
We're gonna get a Detroit expansion.
They are all fantastically designed and made specifically to accommodate all of the game's different heroes. Oh, so effusive, hyperbolic praise all around. The message is clear, Overwatch is the new hotness.
Again, most of you who've played it probably have already come to many of these same conclusions yourselves, and you might even have more hyperbole.
We're
good at that on the internet.
Yeah. Hey, maybe you missed out on the betas and you want to understand just why the hell all your friends are going crazy over that Team Fortress 2 lookalike.
Either way, it'll be interesting to see if any other game manages to top the kinds of reviews we're already reading for this game.
So what do you guys think? Could Overwatch already be Game of the Year? Let us know in the comments.
And let us know who you think will take it, if not Overwatch. And for more of the second coming of video games and the apocalypse brought about by Blizzard, like this video and subscribe to them now. Thanks to Loot Anime for sponsoring this update.
Loot Anime sends you over $60 of cool stuff starting at $24.95 each month.
Every crate has a theme, and this month's theme is Unity.
It's the power of teamwork!
The new crate features exclusive items from Fullmetal Alchemist, Dragon Ball Z, The Boy and the Beast, and more.
Use offer code THEKNOW to get $3 off a new subscription.
And get it before it's gone, because they usually sell out. You don't want to be left out, do you? You don't.